Composting is a natural process that turns kitchen, yard, and garden waste into high-quality soil conditioner. Most soils have an organic matter content of 3 to 6%. By making compost and adding it to your planting mix, you can increase that percentage significantly. Organic matter provides nutrients for plant growth. By incorporating compost into your garden, you might be able to eliminate the need for chemical fertilizers. This saves money and also reduces the potential for chemical fertilizers to pollute our streams and other water bodies. Containers for compost can be built or purchased. For patios or small yards, use box or drum-like containers that will remain closed unless adding or removing compost. This helps prevent pests from disturbing the compost. In larger yards or on farms, compost bins made from old pallets, chicken wire, or other recycled materials can be used. A compost bin needs a balanced diet. Materials that are high in carbon as well as materials that are high in nitrogen will need to be included. High carbon materials are often referred to as brown or dry and include paper, sawdust, wood chips, straw, and leaves. High nitrogen materials referred to as green or wet include fruit and vegetable scraps and grass clippings. Items that can be added to a compost pile include vegetable and fruit scraps, coffee grounds, tea bags, grass clippings, eggshells, hair from both humans and animals, and manure. Items that are considered a no-no and should not be added to the pile include any type of meats, dairy products, breads and baked goods, oils, fats, and greases. These products can create bad odor problems and attract rodents. If you have a worm composting bin, do not add any type of citrus or onion peels. These items can irritate the worm's skin. A general rule of thumb, if the item irritates your eyes, it will likely irritate a worm's skin. There are several ways to plant your bed. You may choose to plant in rows within the bed or simply group similar plants together. If you plan to group similar plants together, you can create a grid to delineate areas in the bed. Wooden slats or recycled 4-foot Venetian blind slats can be used to create a grid. When using these materials, the ends of the grid sections can be screwed to the boards that edge the garden to hold the slats in place. When planting your garden, you can use bedding plants or seeds. If you choose to delineate areas for certain plants, the number of bedding plants or seeds you place in each area will depend on the size and space that plants need to grow and develop. When using bedding plants, make a shallow, saucer-shaped depression where the plant will be placed. This will help direct water to the root system. To get the most from your garden, grow different plants in each area. Don't forget one area could be devoted to flowers. When choosing what to plant, keep in mind that plant diversity tends to encourage beneficial insects and microorganisms. A monoculture, or the grouping together of the same or closely related plants, may encourage more pests and diseases. Including flowers and herbs in your garden will also increase the diversity of your garden and may help repel harmful insects. Remember that certain vegetables like spinach, lettuce, cabbage, and broccoli grow well in spring and can be planted in late March or early April. These crops are often harvested by mid-May when summer vegetables such as tomatoes, beans, peppers, squash, and corn are planted. Some of these crops mature very quickly, and it may be possible to make 2 or more plantings in a summer garden. For example, beans planted in mid-May will likely mature by mid-July. A second planting of beans can be made in mid-July to be harvested in mid-September. Many summer vegetables will be finishing up late August to early September, just in time for planting of fall vegetables. By preparing for 3 garden seasons, spring, summer, and fall, and planting in succession, the efficient use of your garden space will be achieved. You can train certain plants to grow vertically. This saves space and often results in high-quality produce. Tomatoes should be staked or caged to support vertical growth. Viney crops such as cucumbers, squash, or even melons can be trained to a trellis rather than allow them to sprawl across the ground. Finally, as you plan from year to year, remember that it's a good practice to move plants around in your garden. For example, if you have multiple beds, don't grow tomatoes and related crops like potatoes, peppers, and eggplant in the same bed for more than 2 or 3 years. Give the soil a break from tomatoes and related crops for a couple of years by moving them to another bed, growing them in containers, or not growing them at all. This will prevent soil pests from building up to high numbers that will eventually impact the performance of your plants. One of the benefits of raised beds is that the plants have been elevated above the walkway and less stooping will be required for maintenance and harvest of vegetables. A layer of organic or inorganic mulch will reduce weed growth and water loss to evaporation. A 1 to 2 inch layer of organic mulch, such as straw, will slowly break down and contribute beneficial organic matter to the soil. Designing your raised bed garden can be a lot of fun. For example, you can create a pizza garden and grow onions, green peppers, banana peppers, tomatoes, parsley, basil, and oregano. For a salad garden, you can include green peppers, cucumbers, spinach, cherry tomatoes, and several varieties of lettuce. Use your imagination and enjoy. Gardening is one of the most popular activities for people around the world. Providing food, herbs, and flowers for your table and enjoyment only adds its popularity. Focusing on the flexibility of these small space gardens show that almost anyone can grow some type of garden. People of different sizes, experiences, interests, abilities, and ages all can manage some type of garden. Just decide which kind you want and design it to meet your needs. Have teenagers build gardens for elderly people to manage. Grow gardens with lots of scents and textures for the visually impaired. Build gardens up on tables or sawhorses so that wheelchairs will fit underneath. Get out in the sunshine and grow.